conditions that workers there were subjected to.
We drove outside the city to a place the government doesn't want people to see. The sprawling labor camps where the workers are housed. Inside, the men were packed wall to wall, 8 to a room. The heat was stifling, the kitchen filthy. The beds, they told us, infested with bed bugs. 22-year-old Koom lives here among 150 other men. They share 2 bathrooms. There's no shower here. There's nowhere to wash your body. Where do you wash your body?
10 buckets.
You wash your body in the toilet.
Yes.
Hard to believe, but in these camps, it's routine. At another camp, the toilets overflowed with sewage, and 2 filthy kitchens were being shared by 600 men.
That is horrifying. No one should ever have to live like that. Just wait until Laib finds out about this. Yeah, your tournament's built on...
Hello everybody. First thing first, my huge condolence for the supporter of Argentina. We started our World Cup by losing against Saudi Arabia, and that's alright because Argentina in Bangla it kind of sounds like Argentina, so that means we don't win, so that's alright. Today I'm glad that I live in a country which is going to play World Cup soccer, and next time 2026 we are going to host the World Cup in Canada. Today Canada and Belgium. Canada is playing their first match against Belgium. I hope you guys I don't hope that you guys are watching FIFA World Cup, because I am not, and that's the reason today I'm here to talk about this World Cup that's happening. I remember my first World Cup was in 1998 in Bangladesh. It is still a soccer loving nation. Many of my friends from Canada, you guys don't know that during World Cup almost all the houses in Bangladesh have flags of different team they support, which is most of the time Brazil or Argentina, but there are other supporters, other team supporters as well. So in 1998 I remember I was the first team I supported, it was Italy, and Italy, I think that time went till quarter final, and the game was scheduled. It was the France was the country who hosted, and I think they ended up become champion. And in Bangladeshi time, the matches were late night, like at 1 a.m. and the television was in my parents' bedroom, so it was really difficult for me to watch the game starting at 1 a.m. but I still remember watching some game and supporting Italy. For for me, soccer, football, it was a great big part of my life. I remember when I was in grade 7, grade 8, studying in Cadet College, my dream was to become a soccer player one day. So mm, mm, when I was a kid, uh, like most of the other kids, I wanted to be a pilot. But then when I was in grade 8, I thought, wish I could become a soccer player someday. That didn't went so far. Um, I The most I did was to play for my university department team. I was the only Bangladeshi people on the team, so that would be the highest achievement for me as a soccer player. And then in 2015, I was intentionally uh, attacked in the full soccer ground during our cadet college reunion, which torn my ligament, ACL ligament, and that ended up my any kind of sports career. Um, the injury I got, uh, if you have the ACL injury, you are aware that it kind of changes your life. Although I had reconstruction surgery when I came to Canada in 2000. I came to Canada in 2015, but I got my surgery in 2017 January. But it didn't get better. Mostly after COVID, I read that on many scientific papers that if you have chronic pain, many people that pain got elevated to to a point that I remember writing a Facebook status in 2020 that finally my the pain in my knee superseded the pain of me losing all the people of many tragedies I have experienced. So the pain in my knee superseded the pain of losing those uh, people who were one of them was my youngest brother, whom I lost in 2014, and he was also a great soccer fan like me and used to play soccer as well. Used to be a striker like me, and used to support Arsenal like me. Mm, and he supported England on the World Cup stage. So our house always, when Janna was around till 2014, our house was waving the flag of England. I was thinking that I'll ask my father to put up a England flag in our house this year, but I didn't. And many of you guys know why. So that's why I said that I hope you guys are not enjoying the FIFA World Cup, at least this year. For me, I haven't seen the World Cup that happened in the last time in 2018, which was hosted by Russia. And the reason being, after the South African FIFA World Cup, when they announced that Russia going to be the organizer of 2018 and Qatar going to organize 2022 World Cup, it there was a huge corruption happened, which was got out by some very good uh, reporting from British media, especially from Guardian, uh, mostly because England was supposed to get that bid which Russia got, and but whatever the reason, they found out how uh, FIFA officials who took the decision that which country will host the World Cup was bribed, and how their decision to let Russia and Qatar host this World Cup um, was manipulated using uh, money, and money of Russia and Qatar is not good. So I didn't watch a single game in 2018. For me, the World Cup finished in 2014, and after in the same year I lost my brother. So he did watched that World Cup, and I also watched with him. So that's the last memory of me watching. Thing like that. So this year I wish I could watch these games. um, I miss him so much, but it would be interesting for somebody like me who really love soccer, football, played football, to enjoy these games, but I'm not able to, because let's talk about Qatar. They took 12 years of preparation to to host FIFA World Cup, which is happening right now. They had created new cities, created new subways, all the infrastructure, stadiums they built for this single event and spent billions of dollars. Unfortunately enough, the people who worked in this construction, in this development, were labor migrant who are not Qatari people. They were immigrant worker, mostly from three countries: Bangladesh, Nepal, and Pakistan. And they were recruited by local agency in those respective countries, and they went to Qatar to work in these projects of $1 billion projects of football World Cup uh, infrastructure projects. And in last 10 years, according to the verified sources, 6,500 people of 6,500 of those immigrant worker has died because of horrible treatment by their Qatari owner or employer. The people who went to Qatar to work, they had to pay thousands of dollars just to go there. So they were already in debt when they reached Qatar. And when they reached Qatar, Qatar has a system called kafila, which means that the employer, uh, they took the passport of the worker. So the worker not even is not able to change his job, not even not able to go anywhere, move anywhere, and has to suffer inhuman treatment by those employers, living in a unbelievably horrible condition, in camps which called labor camps, which is worse than um, any kind of camps we can think of in this modern days, where like 10 people live in one small room, 200 people sharing one washroom, where there is no water, no way to take shower, and many did not get paid, and they were working in 52 degrees Celsius temperature. I remember watching an interview from a guy, of a Nepali guy worked there. He was telling that in 52 degree, in a temperature like that, it is such an extreme heat that he was sweating like the rain is pouring over him. That way he was sweating. And these factors contributed to the ultimate demise of 6,500 people. And so there was no way I would be able to enjoy anything happening in Qatar. So I didn't watch a single game, and I'm not going to. And I will urge all of you guys to boycott Qatar, boycott this World Cup, and talk about the failure of human rights in Qatar. Especially still today, FIFA, I saw that one FIFA official, he was bragging that because the World Cup is happening in Qatar, due to the projection, they had many reforms, human rights reforms happened in Qatar. So FIFA is trying to take credit, which is absurd, because to the mind of Qatari people, or according to Qatar government, only 3 people had died in the labor related, among those immigrant laborers, and one was work related injury. So as you can see, where 6,500 and 1 people, so they are not they're not a country or nation who accepts their fault. So there is no way they are going to better themselves, because they don't acknowledge that they are the worst country, they are the worst people living in this planet. So I will urge all of you guys to think about all those people who had lost their life in Qatar, and who had who and many people who didn't lost their life but lost everything financially and mentally, and we don't know the number of those unheard voices. So I hope for us this World Cup will give us an opportunity to look at the mirror and do the right thing, choose the right path, and so that we can do better than what Qatar did. No way FIFA or soccer is bringing closure, or this tournament is bringing closure or to anything. I remember reading that on the opening ceremony, the Qatari owner, Mr. Tamim, he said that this is a celebration of diversity. This is not a celebration. This is not a celebration for any human being. If you are celebrating, I don't know who you are. This is a moment of, I think, month-long silence. For if you have any respect for the life of people who were horribly treated by their employers in Qatar. I would like you guys to think about their families as well. And I wouldn't mind if you guys keep watching watching the game. Of course, there is nothing wrong to watch it, unless you strongly feel like me and can't face, cannot put yourself through this and to see any game. It's okay, but I hope you guys will acknowledge and know what happened there, and talk about that, so that these countries in Middle East, the oil rich nations, they come to their senses of how they treat people working there, and we will celebrate next time when Canada will organize some games. Hopefully I'll be able to watch one or two if I'm still alive and living here, and we will wave flags in 2026, hopefully, not this year. And so this is the thing I wanted to talk. I'm sorry, it's been I just wanted to talk like a few minutes or few things, and wanted to share something John Oliver said on his season finale of last week tonight, which I am going to share with this video. So with that, I hope Canada wins today, they're a very good team. Enjoy and have a good one. Thank you.
You go yourself and investigate it. You will see them living in a very, comfortable, healthy environment.
এমন যদি হতো আমি পাখির মতো উড়ে উড়ে বেড়াই সারাক্ষণ
You went yourself?
Yes, this week in Doha.
এমন
hundreds of
যদি
thousands of
হতো
workers
আমি
living in
পাখির
labor camps.
মতো
Some of them
উড়ে
packed in
উড়ে
small rooms,
বেড়াই
8 men per room,
সারাক্ষণ
like the one we saw.
পালাই বহু দূরে ক্লান্ত ভব ঘুরে ফিরব ঘরে কোথায় এমন
Of course
ঘর
I'm going to answer that.
বৃক্ষতলে শুয়ে তো
Incredible. Nothing says workers live in a comfortable and healthy environment quite like leaving the room 30 seconds after you realise that the person you're talking to has actually seen that environment. And it gets worse.
এমন যদি হতো আমি পাখির মতো উড়ে উড়ে বেড়াই সারাক্ষণ